I stared at the alpha, baffled, too shocked to react as he made his way up. What the hell is he thinking? His determined face showed me exactly what he was thinking. He's after his mate, and no one will stop him. That was quite admirable. Oh, I'm his mate. Realization came on me, shaking me up. I need to run. Now. Going down was not an option, so I can only climb up and hope for the best. I scrambled to my feet, my bag secured on my back, and started to climb, my hands grabbing the closest branches and pulling my body up. Stay. The alpha growled from under me, only a couple of branches between us. Of course I didn't stop. Why would I? If I was just human, then it was pointless to try and escape, but I wasn't human, so I still had my chances. I wasn't about to listen to a werewolf, no matter how handsome he is. This arrogance led me to commit a fatal mistake. I grabbed a branch that was too weak to hold me. It snapped as I reached my hand desperately to grab another one, but it was too late. A moment later I was falling. Everything turned to a blur as my body dropped in the air, my breath captured in my lungs. And then my body was jerked as the alpha grabbed my waist, only to fall down with him, his hands wrapped around me, making me feel safe despite the situation. We hit the ground hard. He took most of the impact, but seemed unfazed as his eyes and hands immediately looked for possible injuries I may have. He didn't know I wasn't human. I'm fine. I pushed him, my body protesting at the loss of touch. Every contact we made sent delightful sparks through my body. His hands were back on me a moment later. This time I said nothing as I let myself take in the wonderful feeling of my mate touching me. Alpha. Are you okay? The beta asked worriedly, only to be ignored. A few minutes later, after he was satisfied that there wasn't a single scratch on my body, he sighed in relief, but then his face contorted and frowned surprisingly enough at me. You could have died, he scolded. No, I couldn't, but I wasn't about to say that out loud. I just snorted and unwillingly forced him to stop touching me. It was too much for me. The fact I was enjoying the touch of a werewolf made me uneasy, mostly because I knew that I can't help that. My only solution was to do the rejection ceremony and finish with this problematic matter and go back to hunting the creatures I despised the most. I was directing all my hate to an intense glare I sent him. He flinched as I said before, let's do the rejection ceremony. My voice was cold and hard, or at least I wished it to be. His beautiful eyes changed color to gold as his wolf took over. You're mine. It was like those words provided an explanation as to why the rejection ceremony was not an option. I wasn't about to accept that. I hate you. We will never be mates. Hating was a strong word, but I think I have the right to use it. Anyone who knew my past would agree. You can go and say that I don't mean it and you would be right, but I have this urge, almost a reflex, to hurt werewolves, no matter who they were, because they were werewolves before they were individual personalities. His eyes flashed as a deep growl threatened to burst out of his throat. You better shut it, Hunter, the beta said through gritted teeth. He was right, shutting up was the best choice, but unfortunately I just wanted to push all the alpha's buttons, see what will happen. I will never mate with a werewolf, I smirked. My heartbeat picked up. I felt the beast in me begging me to stop, but I just couldn't. All the emotions of the last years, all the frustration and anger of the cruel fate of my mother just surfaced, and I couldn't stop them. I didn't want to. My mother that lost her life to werewolves, my innocent mother that her only sin was to fall for the wrong man, not by choice. I would avenge her. I will never be your mate. And that was all it took for him to snap.